mind if I pick up one of your shirts?
Sure.
Sweet.
See your dog.
Uh-huh.
See your dog.
I'm gonna win so I can say Freaky! That's why I call it. I say Freaky! Or I put on my mom's girl.
All right, Turd Nugget, what do you got?
I don't know if I can trust Sis and Tommy. Straight up. I really don't. I just really, really don't.
Okay.
Tommy's fighting this thing fucking hard. I don't think we should tell Tommy about the fact that we know that her and him went to start a new alliance. And I think that's why he's fighting so hard, is because he is strongly aligned with Chrissy. He even said it to me. He goes, I feel like it's Jack and Sis, and then you and Holly, and then it's just me and Chris together in like a third couple.
Mm-hmm.
Which means they might feel like they're on the outside of it and would push them to make an alliance on the outside of us.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tommy, he's playing a good job of being confident that his name isn't being mentioned and that he hasn't done anything wrong, but I think he has. I think he's working with Chrissy too. My gut is telling me I can't trust Sis and I can't trust Tommy. Kat is telling me that I sure as hell can't trust Sis. Sis is trying to pin me and Ali against each other. Know that much. That's a whole separate conversation. You're a sketchy man. Very, very sketchy.
I'm on to Cliff and Kat, dude. I think Cliff and Kat are trying to turn the Six against us, like are trying to turn the Six on each other. I think the information you're getting fed is a bunch of bullshit.
Okay.
I think it's a crock of shit. I think they're saying that Christy's doing stuff. I think they're saying that Sis is doing stuff because they're trying to turn it. Cliff is fucking brilliant. And Kat's just following suit. Cliff's just telling Kat what to say. Or Kat's kind of smart. I actually do give her credit. She's a little silly and incredibly awkward. But I might be showing you my cards in this regard. But I think Kat and Cliff are feeding you misinformation. Because I'm hearing the other side. And they're hearing it from Kat and Cliff.
What do you mean you're hearing the other side?
I think you're getting wrong information. From Kat and Cliff, they're manipulating your mind and making you feel insecure about Christy. I think Christy has your back. I think Christy wants to make it to the Six. And I think you want to make it to the Six.
Yeah. So Nick has been lying, Sam has been lying, Kat's lying, Cliff is lying, and they're all lying on the same lies. They all have the same stories. At different points, they're all having the same details.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then that might be the most elaborately orchestrated fucking scheme since the JFK assassination.
Well, hey, I mean, that was pretty elaborate. I don't know if I'd give it more credit than that, but...
But do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're telling me that Nick, almost 2 weeks ago, was telling me shit that Chrissy said. Sam is telling me shit that Chrissy said regarding when you were HOH. Cliff is telling me shit, details that only came from one of us six. And Kat, who for a while is now turned on the two people she's had from day one to work a mastermind plan by Cliff, working in cahoots with Nick and Sam since week 2 against a six that they didn't even know existed. as a 6, before the 6 was even a thing. So you're telling me that they had a crystal ball. They have a crystal ball knowing we were going to be a 6 on week 2 when you were HOH. Is that what you're telling me?
That's what I'm telling you, but yeah.
I'm not saying there's not any possible truth to yours. And I know that you have blind faith in Christy and Tommy and Sis, because those are your 3 closest people. And I know you want more than anything for this 6 to work. Trust me, I'm not sitting here telling you that I don't want it to work. But we have to be realistic. So look at what I just presented. You're telling me that before the 6 was even a 6, they've been scheming this thing from the get-go. Kat, who could barely even stand in this game, was working in cahoots with Nick and Sam and Cliff, coming after you and I, before the 6 even existed. And have been doing so for the past 4 weeks. In an elaborate grand scheme. Is that what you're telling me?
No, it's not what I'm telling you.
Because that sounds to me like that's what you're trying to push. So think of it realistically, all personal shit aside, all emotions aside, because right now you're leading with your heart. You're playing with emotions right now, and you know that. The facts are facts, dude. You show no love. Love will get you killed. You need to be unwavering loyal to the people that you're close with in this house, but you also need to be able to break shit off at the drop of a hat when you realize that it's not mutual.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm telling you. I'm presenting facts to you. How the hell does Cliff know about the rogue vote? How is he going to sit there and say the same things that Nick has told me Christy said to him 2 weeks ago on day 33? Sam saying that Christy said while you were HOH that she would come after you and I. When Cliff is HOH, she made a deal and got herself out of shit. At what cost? For a power. That deal is way too good to be true for just a fucking power.
Mm-hmm.
She had to offer him something big. AKA come after his original targets, you and I. Show that she was willing to flip against you and I, his original targets. But because she has a power, now he's going to go against his word and put up Bella. This shit don't add up. And I understand why you're doing it. I understand where you're coming from. But your heart is way too much into this, and you got to think with your brain.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know it's a hard pill to swallow. I fucking know. And while the cat revealed to us that Christy and Tommy are working on an alliance with Cliff, Nick, Sam, and Jess, if she's in that alliance, if she's really working with Christy and she's really working with Cliff and Nick, then why is she going to show us her cards? If she's in cahoots with them, like you're saying. Why is she going to tell me and Holly that? And blow the cover on taking me out? Why would she do that? Why would Cliff tell me that to expose Christy? Why have I overheard Cliff saying in his fucking confessions weeks ago that he wants to split up the couples, but he wants to work with me and Holly? He wants to split up Christy and Tommy. He wants to split up you and Sis. He wants to work with me and Holly. He planned that too. He knew I was listening. Do you get what I'm saying? Christy has talked about you to Holly directly. Holly told you that. That has nothing to do with Kat, Cliff, Nick, or Sam. Nothing. That there alone debunks your theory. She has vocalized it to Holly. Now, unless you're going to spin this and say that me and Holly are in cahoots to split up the 6, then you're just going out on a limb. There's nothing I can do to help you on that one. Because you know where we stand.
Yeah.
Christy bawled to Sam 3 times yesterday and then comes in our room 5 minutes later, cool as a cucumber, straight up lying through her teeth. The girl is playing this house like a fiddle, and she has worked you from the inside out. Not in a disrespectful way. I'm not talking shit to you. I'm being honest and straightforward and telling you factual information. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it with you. They straight up can't be trusted. Do we need to implode this 6 right now? No, it's not what I'm saying. If anything, keep friends close, enemies closer. But to think that Christy or Tommy wouldn't take a shot, especially Christy, sooner than later, at either you or me is absolutely naive. She has vocalized it to multiple people in this house. Unrelated people. Also, if Nick, Sam, Cliff, and Kat are all working together, why did Bella go home? Why is Sam about to go home? Why did Cliff get evicted? They're really working together. They have more numbers than we do. It don't make sense, Jack.
The game's hard.
Yep. I understand where you're coming from. But you can't turn water into wine on this one.
Metaphor. Yeah. I gotta figure this one out.
But I need you to take your blinders off and look at things with your eyes open, unbiased, heart out of the equation. And I know you said if you die by that sword, you die by that sword. But Christy knows that. And I think you and I both know that your heart is invested in your relationship with Christy and Tommy. And remember, connections we make in this house are real. But the decisions we make in this house are game. And to say that Christy and Tommy are not able to differentiate personal from game is bullshit. You need to be able to do the same because right now you're struggling with it. They've pulled at your heartstrings. And they've worked you from the inside out. You got to be able to sever the shit and separate it and analyze facts from fiction. And listen to the things that I just laid out to you. Because what I just told you is beyond a reasonable doubt. That's guilty in a court of law. There's There's no way all that shit is just circumstantial evidence. Or disinformation by Kat and Cliff. I'm not saying they aren't smarter than they appear. But there's no way. We weren't even a 6 on week 2.
Mm-hmm.
We were barely an 8.
Yeah, you're fighting to be an 8. Well, okay. I gotta continue to think on it. We've got this HOH.
Oh, I know.
Are you trying to win this HOH?
Yes. I have to.
Yeah. There's a lot of people gunning for it.
Yep. Let's go for it.
You. Not trying not to go and stay in too many long rooms with anybody right now until we figure this out. Until I figure this out.
You gotta be smart here.
I know. I'm trying to be. I'm trying not to get too emotional in my decisions. So, the only thing I can do is take time.
I know. I'm not rushing you. I'm not
I know
shoving
you
anything down your throat. I just need you to open your eyes.
Yeah.
And that's not me condescending or being belittling or saying that you're stupid or naive or ignorant. I'm not saying any of those things. But you can't play with emotions in this game.
Okay.
I do need you to trim my neck though, whatever.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.